you know, just hooning, dude. Oh, did you see that? RC motorcycle enthusiasts, what's up? Just like to intro the new bike to the channel. This is Vigor by V-Moto, the Vigor. I think it's actually the Vigor. But anyway, really cool upgrade frame for your NSR 500. These guys really did awesome. I know I've introduced the Passeria RC GP8. You can check some other videos on that. Another incredible kit that also includes a custom rider and separate servo to drive the rider. This kit though utilizes Kyosho's drive system for the rider and just upgrades the critical components. These frames offer a lot. They're not hard to put together, and you do need parts from your NSR 500. But I mean, if you're really thinking about going brushless on your NSR, I really recommend just take the full dive and get a hobby grade frame because it can handle the power. It adds some weight options. You can see the bottom plate here. You can get an upgraded. This is a 45-gram steel plate because these bikes do really well with the weight. So this kit offers, you know, an adjustable front fork angle, if you see here, and that's kind of unique. So again, you can change this angle, and that's going to change the characteristics, turn in and turning rate, stability, etc. I haven't really messed with that. I just kind of went with the basic setting, at least the one that matched the photo. You have adjustable rear shock angles here. So like the rear shock, you can't see it. This is the rear arm that mounts the base of the shock, and this is a 10th scale shock, but you can actually lay it flat or do a couple different settings, which does affect your droop. So it does have adjustable droop settings. The adjustable chain tension, that's pretty killer. So, you know, the Kyosho adjusts by moving the motor forward and back. This is a really stable setup. This wheel right here spins, and the rear axle is mounted off center, so you can adjust your chain tension, and then you just cinch it down with cinch bolts or whatever. Really ingenious design, man. And the coolest thing about this, when you get this kit, get the upgraded rear swing arm, it comes with a carbon fiber rear stand, and it's the best rear stand I ever used in a A-scale RC motorcycle. Slides right in the hollow rear axle, and bam, you got super stable stand there. Unlike some of the other stands that are available, where I've been using these 3D printed ones right here. You can get these off Thingiverse, killer, but not so stable. If you mess with the bike, it can tip. Anyway, love this stand. Comes with that rear swing arm, which is awesome. Let's see, these are made for 2430 brushless motors. They always recommend 5000 kV. I'm running here an actual censored brushless motor, which is a 2838 size, 5000 kV from Team Powers. That's what those guys in Hong Kong are running. So on this, I've got a 15 tooth pinion, I think, yeah. And I can't remember the rear. The kit and the instructions will tell you what it's recommended, but this, just that plastic main gear. And what's really cool is this main gear has 3 supports, and it's got 3 bearings on this huge carbon fiber frame, which is actually a thicker carbon fiber as well. I mean, this thing is built like a tank. So I'm really impressed with the main gear being so well supported. Really simple system, you know what I mean? Let's see, the kit, upgrade kit, which you can get from V-Moto, comes with an aluminum front steering mount and then the steel lower shock mount, because there's also a carbon fiber version of this, and I don't really think it'd matter, but the metal's nice. And again, I think these bikes actually benefit from some weight. This is the ZH Racing front fork you order. This is a whole kit. Comes with this rubber O-ring that you can cinch down to add a little bit of damping. And I tend to like it really light. I find if it's not super light, it's not as predictable for me, but I'm still experimenting with that, so it's nice to have it. And I tell you, when these are in good shape, when they're new, there's no better suspension. Yeah, so I've got a number of sessions on this kit, and I'm loving it. I mean, One thing I'll notice about it against the other kit which I have, which is the GP8 SS from past ARC, for whatever reason, I still can't get that bike to turn as well as the GP8. So this bike is giving me almost the most maneuverability out of all of my A scales. And there's something about this frame, the weight setup, it's just turning beautifully. You can see I'm actually able to drag knee with the Kyosho rider. And one other reason I want to bring up, and I did forget that I added this upgrade. Let's see if I can pop this off so you can see it. Is on the back here. This is V-Moto's rider mount, and it actually spreads the hip out a little bit. So the hip spread out with O-rings. You can see I didn't use the lobster claws, I used O-rings for durability, but it also allows the body to really flex around. It stops binding. I've got the knees dragging, which is a lot of fun. I thought about messing with maybe making the whole torso movable, because they do that and you get the elbow dragging, really cool. But right now I'm digging this, and it's been pretty durable. Got a 3D printed helmet with some mesh mix design mods I did so I could have a different helmet for this guy. I'm actually using the different NSR upper body, and you can see I had to cut a hole to make it fit. This is just a high voltage servo they recommend. I think it's King Max. I can't remember who makes this, but I ordered it with the kit from V-Moto. Yeah, King Max Hobby. So that's high voltage, and I should bring up that the Team Powers censored brushless does perfect with the Hobby Wing. I can't remember the name of the, what is it? It's the XE Run. Yeah, the XE Run XR10 stock, and it's like their mini. Can you see it in there? Let me see if there you go. So that's got an on-off button, which is kind of a pain in the ass, and you got to order a separate program card from Hobby Wing for this kit. That's this guy right here. But once you have it, I mean, the upgrade is worth it. The throttle response is silky smooth. You can adjust, the punch rate and how hard that throttle comes on. So right now I've just got it dialed in. I can brake hard. I have that totally set up where I can brake hard as I want. I'm not losing traction or causing me to do a high side. So this kit right now, man, is in contention with the GP8 for my favorite kit. And I feel like it is the one that you can buy. So realize if you do get this kit, you're gonna have to do some modding. The Bodywork on the original NSR 500 is your main limiting factor with these bikes. The body drag is ridiculous. So you gotta either do a Lexan body or do like I did and try something 3D printed, But the main thing is you've gotta get this tucked in right here, or else it's gonna body drag and you're always gonna low side. So if you can get your body in order, these bikes will really go to the edge of the tire fantastically. And of course, I've got the CST soft rear tire glued to the CST rim. Got the carbon fiber discs in there just for bling. This is a CST front rim with a ZH Racing soft glued to the rim, and I didn't do a great job, which is causing a little bit of vibration. Kind of screwed it up, but once you do this, you realize it's not so easy. And it's got a ZH Racing narrow front insert, but super stable at high speed and is turning beautifully. It just got a little bit of wobble because of the tire. Again, you can see it's not glued super perfect. But as it's wearing in, it's getting better. Kind of embarrassed about that. This is the side I started on. Anyway, the space you got, again, for the receiver, your ESC, all that works perfectly. How clean that build becomes. I mean, you got hardly any wires. They have this nice little battery stop here, because I don't even have to use any glue or mount. I just slide it in between this and the fairing, and then this little stop back here prevents the battery from hitting the rear wheel, which is an issue. So that's really well designed. Yeah, overall, the design of the kit is amazing. I can't say enough good things. I mean, they really took time with this. They even put lighting holes in here. I don't know if that's for cooling or lighting. Who cares? I mean, honestly, the kit being a little heavier, I think is better. In fact, let's weigh it. And then we'll do some video. You can see it running. But again, with this Team Powers engine and motor and the ESC combo, it's nice. I can do little pop wheelies and stuff, pretty controlled. All right, for my Euro friends, it's 800 grams. And in Freedom units, we've got 1 pound, 12 ounces. So that's like a 1 3/4 pound. I mean, that's pretty impressive from a weight standpoint. And it absolutely rips. I mean, I only have the throttle set to 65% of max throttle. My course, which I think is actually kind of big, it still can't handle it. So yeah, I mean, if you're in the market and you were thinking, hey man, I want to upgrade my NSR 500, This is probably the kit because you can get this kit right now shipped to you. It's not cheap, but it's a worthwhile upgrade. While you're on the site, ask him for the CST tires. He has that stuff. Just put it in the comment box and I'll send you a separate email and bill you separately for the tires. I mean, if you're gonna, again, the first thing you wanna do is get better tires. The stock tires on a Kyosho kit suck. So get your Kyosho kit, get the MOTO Vigor upgraded carbon fiber, full carbon fiber frame, get the upgraded rear fork, order a ZH Racing front, and then do the wheels as I described earlier. A little bit of Dremel tool, a little bit of modification with a rider, and you're gonna have probably the best running RC bike you can get, period, any scale. I mean, I know the bigger ones are faster, but there is nothing more fun than these bikes, man. So let's check some video, and I'll check you on the next one. Look at that, dude. Dragon knee, no problem. So this does better for me than the GP8 SS, which is the Kyosho upgrade frame. And I'd say this is, again, comparable to my GP8. I'm really feeling like they are both equally maneuverable. Yeah, really psyched on both these kits. Look at that, dude. The drivetrain's a little more noisy to me. It just could be the meshing of my pinion and main gear, though. I don't know what's up with that, but it definitely sounds like something's rubbing, but nothing is. Just so good, man. So good. All right.